Pioneer viewers, we continue to bring you the latest updates on Russian-Ukrainian war. As you know, the war is in full swing. For states, times of the war bring great difficulties, both economically and socially. Both Russia and Ukraine are feeling these difficulties deeply. For the population, periods of the war create serious difficulties in daily life. Social and economic problems are particularly acute in times of the war. In terms of production, times of the war are very active, and the production of the war machines gains great momentum in the times of the war. So the Ukrainian army has recently delivered a major blow to the Russian lines with a new war machine. Since the beginning of the war, Ukraine has been constantly producing new weapons and actively using them in the field. At this point, Ukraine's weapons capacity is increasing day by day. With the support from European countries, Ukraine's defense industry has made a major breakthrough, especially in the fields of unmanned technologies. These new technologies give the Ukrainian army a significant advantage over the Russian army. So the weapons frequently used by the Ukrainian army's counterattack operations clearly demonstrate its technological superiority over the Russian army. As Ukraine equips its army with new weapons, it gains a great advantage in the conflicts with Russia. A Russian airplane shot down by the Ukrainian army the other day dealt another blow to the Russian army, which has recently suffered great losses. Following these developments that cornered the Russian army, new mobilization started to take place on the front line. According to the information we received from the local sources, it is reported that a major operation is being prepared in the coming days. While mutual clashes continue throughout the war, the difficulties experienced make the destructive effect of the war even more evident. The milder climate conditions have provided an opportunity for the parties to fight, and developments of the past day have revealed important details about the war processes. Now, if you're ready, let's examine the latest developments together in details. As the Pioneer team, we strive to bring you the latest developments in Russia-Ukraine war, so don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so that you don't miss our daily reports and explanations. I also read all of your comments on our videos, so please continue to share your ideas about our content in the comments and tell us in the comments what content you would like to see on the Pioneer channel. Let's start, if you are ready, the Pioneer reports. So, in recently published reports, Russian military analysts have expressed serious concerns. And the analysts said that the Ukrainian army's weapons are dangerous and they are closely monitoring the situation. In particular, a naval drone operated by the Ukraine's military intelligence service, GUR, and armed with R-73 air-to-air anti-aircraft missiles in the Black Sea could pose a great danger. In addition, a source in Ukraine's State Security Service, SBU, said that Ukraine is using modified sea baby drones in the fight against Moscow's forces. Ukraine has used attack seaplanes to target Russia's Black Sea fleet on several occasions as part of its ongoing efforts to retake the Crimean Peninsula, which was annexed by the Russian President Vladimir Putin in 2014. Pro-Kremlin and pro-war Russian military bloggers have made extensive use of social media to talk about the new modified vehicles, and the Russian experts were shocked by the weapons and advanced technology poses by the Ukrainian military. It was emphasized that Russia and the Russian military should now look for the ways to counter Ukraine. Experts noted that the Ukraine's naval drones are vulnerable to the Russian helicopters equipped with machine guns, while a redesigned version equipped with 2 air-to-air missiles would gain the upper hand. These redesigned drones are indeed an important step in the developments of naval drones, naval analysis said. So, the Ukrainian military's modernization efforts have resulted in a functional discovery. And known as the first such air defense naval drone in the world, this weapon is expected to strengthen the power of the Ukrainian army. Kiev officials reported that engineers continue to work on the defense industry, and engineers serving on behalf of the Ukrainian army continue to work on the developments of weapons and ammunition. These concerns expressed by the Russian military analysts have once again demonstrated how much Ukraine's defense capacity has increased and what kind of technological innovations it is using to counter Russia. Especially the military activity in the Black Sea and the drones developed by Ukraine have the potential to change the balance in the region. And what kind of measures Russia will take against the new threat and what kind of a strategy it will develop remains a matter of curiosity. So the Ukrainian army's operations in recent days have resulted in major losses for Russia's air power, and according to reports from the conflict zones, Ukrainian forces have destroyed at least 6 Russian jets of various types, including MiG-31 and Su-25 jets. While these developments have been described as a significant success for Ukraine, it has caused great disappointment in Moscow, and the destruction of the Russian jets caused millions of dollars in losses. And the Ukrainian General Staff announced that its fighters had successfully destroyed a Russian Su-25 jet in a firefight near Pokrovsk, Donetsk. This Ukrainian operational capacity was once again praised by the military analysts and observers. As the fighting rages on the front line, strengthening from the east to Pokrovsk, so Western sources and Ukraine officials say Ukraine is holding out despite the Russian offensives on the northeastern Kharkiv region. The Ukrainian army's ability to conflict and inflict heavy losses on Russia with low-cost strategies have been widely shared on social media and appreciated by many. So the importance of the economic dimension of modern wars is becoming more and more clear every day, and therefore every step must be carefully planned. The Kiev administration is stepping up its operations and in and around Crimea, aiming to completely eliminate the Russian presence in the region. In this context, Ukraine's military successes are attracting attention both locally and internationally. Considering the economic and strategic dimensions of the war, Ukraine's operational success could significantly affect the course of the war. Kiev officials emphasize that these successes are also of a great value in terms of morale and motivation. The statements made by Dmitry Lyhovy, the spokesman for the General Staff of the Ukrainian Armed Forces, also attracted great attention. In a statement, it was reported that there were 139 clashes on the front line the other day, and at the same time, the Ukrainian forces hit 2 enemy's command posts, 2 Russian UAV-controlled stations, and enemy electronic warfare stations, Russian anti-aircraft missile systems, and 4 other targets belonging to the Russian troops. Now, what do you think? What do you think about the Ukrainian army's newly developed drones, and how might this new technology affect the course of the war? What do you think about the recent modernization efforts of the Ukrainian army, and what strategies might have been pursued to increase its armament? And what do you think about the capacity of the Russian army to compensate for its current losses? The last one, how can Russia compensate for these losses? Let me know in the comments, because I read and I care a lot about all of your comments.